Hello, YouTube! I hope you enjoyed us finally getting the wave beaten in Void campaign. If you didn't catch last episode, we managed to clear this pile of rubbish, and it took us far too long. It crushed my soul, guys. My soul was crushed. But it means we can now go fight some new stuff. So hopefully we've got some really easy waves here that Betty can totally clear. And we're switching to a different team entirely. We're moving away from Aspen, as we don't need to brute force things with him now. We're going to go for a more traditional strategy for this account, which is going to be a Lingering Melody Universe Natalie with a Patricia with Auspicious Lucky Cat. 70 million attack on the Patricia. This is going to be great when we have to fight stuff like Valkyries in the future. If we also lean towards other strategies, we're going to be bringing Alakita, who's going to buff our Natalie by putting debuffs on the opponents. She's faster than Nat, which is good. We've got Melissa, who's going to be the fastest hero on the team, giving us debuffs instantly. And then we've got Elena. She's going to be in here again with an Elusive Mirror, and that's just going to be giving us nice buffs. I think we're actually going to probably go with Demon Bell, actually, because that energy feeds everybody. Yeah, she's slowest anyway, so that's fine. And then we'll be rocking in with Betty with a Dragonry to finish things off. So let's go to Void Campaign. Let's start putting some swinging out. And this should be pretty easy to start with. So we'll just get rid of the Aspen and the Halora here. And we'll add in our Patricia. And we'll add in our Elena. That team looks fine to me. Gonna make sure we got our damage heroes at the back. Yeah, that's completely fine. And we've got the Lion in here too for some survival if we need it. Okay, let's see what we can get from this. We should be getting some good control and then melting these guys. So there you go. Betty triggering straight away, getting CC on everybody. And, okay, already a good start for the lineup. Noticing, actually, I think Patricia is way too fast right now, so I might need to slow her down. That's one good thing about this being an easy wave. It obviously gives us the chance to test the speed order. So, just hopefully getting some double checks on this. Getting great damage off, though, is good. You can see the crowd control between Betty and Patricia is nuts, and we absolutely dominate this. And now we're on to just Azrael's here. Patricia should have a very good time against this, as should Natalie. And, yeah, dominated. Natalie doing the most damage, which is exactly how we've built her for this, so that's completely fine. Now, the big thing I want to go ahead and check as well, whilst we're enjoying big damage Nat, is to check the speed on Patricia. So, okay, 3416 is stupidly quick. So we'll go ahead and give her this, which is going to slow her down. And actually, we do need to go to the Celestial Island and remove the Gaggy Tenant just to take some more speed off of us. That's 50 speed that will remove, which pulls Patricia right down. And we want to try and get her underneath Natalie if we can. So we will need to bump Natalie's speed up a tiny touch. Is she wearing some, like, incorrect shoes or something? No, we'll just have to go with speed precision, I think. But then Natalie is actually too fast doing that, so we'll then put attack nodes on here. And what's that going to take us to? 9-4. Again, that's slightly too quick. I think it's because the Melody of the Universe is giving us speed. So actually, if we take these shoes off, we'll rip down to 334. 334 should be slower than Melissa. It is. That's 370. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's go do this. Let's go attack. So again, now we've got... This is a more difficult wave. This is Valkyrie Flame Strike. So Valkyrie is very, very winnable for our heroes, which is nice. So there we go. Betty triggers. Then we've got Melissa. Then Alakita. Then Natalie. Then we've got Patricia. And, okay, we're already starting to lose some of our heroes, which is a little scary. But Patricia is full health, and I think full dodges as well. So this is exactly where Patricia should be able to come in and carry and kill some Valks. Ooh. Getting minced. Okay, one thing we can change here immediately is put Balance Strike on Betty so that she doesn't linger around too long. Because the worst possible scenario is Betty getting 2 active skills. That's not good. So we'll back that out. We'll make sure she's got this on. And we'll try again. And some Purify might be good. Yeah, damage over time Purify could be a good call for us. Okay, it's kind of sad that we didn't trigger Betty there, as that, of course, is going to be an instant loss for us. Yep, super dead. Okay, let's go check our Purifies. Double check we've got damage over time Purify. No, we're running Crowd Control Purify. Okay, well, Dot Purify here then is obviously going to be super valuable, because the only thing that threatens us is the damage over time from the Valkyries and the Flame Strikes. So we'll just make sure we put this on absolutely everybody. So let's try again. If we need to, we can put Wildfire Torch onto Patricia, but I think with damage over time Purify, that's fine. Instantly, Betty's dead. That's exactly what you want. putting crowd control out in the early rounds and then dying. Unbending Will is already triggered on Patricia, which is a little scary. We do have shields up here, though, which is good. And it all comes down to being able to dodge and survive here with Patricia. So stunning Valkyries is pretty unfortunate. I think this is going to be multiple attempts. And why do we want the Betty to die? Because if Betty does too much crowd control, our team just gets melted by the Valkyrie passive. So if you didn't know, Valkyrie has a passive, which is whenever she gets crowd controlled, she deals damage over time to your team. And that instantly triggers. So you can get wrecked by this. And it's a little scary. It's a little on the scary side. What a pain. Yeah, it really is. It's what makes Valkyrie so difficult. And made her one of the most broken heroes in the early days. And the reason we're not running Aspen against this is his fear would just help that strategy. It would be very annoying. Because putting fear onto Valkyries would just be inviting them to deal more damage over time, which would be more of a hindrance than an advantage. Okay, killing one of the flame strikes there is really nice, but... a lot of this is going to come down to getting good dodges off, to be honest. This is going to be a really, really tricky wave. A lot of this is going to come down to dodges as well. But thankfully, we do have the dodge Star Soul on, which is going to help. So let's pop in the Wildfire Torch. That's always a good addition to difficult waves like this. Let's see how this helps. Definitely an artifact that's really started to shine the deeper you get into campaign. LFA dodged more yesterday. Yeah, he did, surprisingly. It's funny because Patricia's meant to be this menace that's really good at dodging. But you can't dodge damage over time, which is one of the big issues. But she's looking like she's living a lot better here. You can see the shields. Yeah, really, really good survival here. And it looks like this is just a free win for Patricia now. Ooh, taking a lot. Unbending Will triggered really late, actually, which is good. In that case, I'm switching to Balance Strike, and we're going to go super greedy. This is normally not recommended, but weirdly survivable heroes like Patricia actually can get away with doing this. And that's going to give us healing, and it's going to give us a ton of damage. So it will mean that Patricia's damage output is... How come Unbending Will triggered so late before then? Okay, maybe that's just a blip. Because that didn't happen last time. There we go, living, you can see. With the Wildfire Torch, it didn't take all our HP away. We just need to get lucky with where the Valkyrie damage over time lands. If Patricia gets very fortunate and doesn't get hit too much, we should be okay. In fact, it's looking like it's better when Betty doesn't exist at all. Yeah. Didn't need her. Could have just ran Halora instead. That was a really weird fight. But that shows you just how good Patricia can be. She's very fun. Alright, let's go again. We've got Betty's and Geester's here. Whilst this is an easy win, I will just switch to Auspicious Lucky Cat for added survival. Swing it again. This should be easy. If we get a trigger on Betty, we should be fine. Let's see how this plays. Oh, no. Betty just died. Oh, crap. We're still running Balance Strike on Betty. What's funny is I say all this. I watch Patricia just carry this whole wave now. Oh, my word. She's taking barely any damage. There's no way she solos this. I say that she totally will. Of course she solos this. God, I love this hero. Ooh, nearly. Nearly. So if we run Control Immunity Purify, that's fine. Also, we're probably going to want Unbending Will on Betty. So let's put that in. Okay. Now the team, hoping that Betty triggers, should do well. No, the wrong Betty's triggering. Their Betty's are twining my heroes. That's very annoying. At least Melissa was able to remove it. And there we go. Our Betty gets crowd control off. Now, with decent energy feed, that should be fine. There you go, keeping them locked in. And this should be a free win at this point. Especially when the stuns start coming down from Patricia, you can see, yeah. Now we're at this point where once Betty's crowd control wears off, Patricia will just replace it with hers. And or she'll just kill him. That works too. Yeah, we're totally fine. There's only 4 left alive, and Patricia's got an active, so pretty much easy times now. Yeah, there you go. Just 1 left. Kill this Betty with an active. There you are. Massive damage from Patricia right there. Lovely. Okay, next one is going to be 3 Elenas, 3 Yom Tums. Let's take this one down. This should be a pretty solid win. Good crowd control, and no challenge at all. This should be completely winnable. Yeah, this is looking great, actually. So I think with the Patricia active, we'll kill that Yom Tum at the back. Just got to get that multi-trigger. But it doesn't even matter, because this could take forever, and Betty's just going to perma-CC them anyway. Oh my word! Alakita and Natalie tandeming together for huge damage. Wow! Natalie really came through on that one. And now this last one, it's a Gaggy wave, but I think we're fine. I think we'll be okay. It all comes down to how quickly can we kill the Gaggy. The Gaggy swipes will be annoying, though. But we should be okay with Patricia's tankiness. Yeah, she's very, very, very tanky. Good active and we get this. Stunning the Gaggy, nearly killing the Gaggy. Ooh. Yeah, let's put Lord of Fear Aspen in. He's going to do really nicely against the boss. So we'll just pop on the probably just a Demon Bell here. That's fine. Or even just Elusive Mirror is the same. Yeah, that'll be fine. Is that too quick now? How fast is Alakita? 3-4-2 to Natalie's 3-5-9. Maybe too quick. Okay. We'll go down to Demon Bell and then we'll put the real shoes on. For her. 3-4-4 for Alakita's 3-4-2. Ah! Okay. That's annoying. What's Melissa on? Oh, loads. Okay, I'm going to go put 2 speed on Alakita. I think I had to do this last time as well. So we'll just bring this down. So it's at 68. There we go. 2 extra speed now on our Alakita. Let's send this in with Aspen as well. Who are we dropping? We're probably going to keep everyone besides Elena. Yeah, we can get rid of Elena. So we'll put Aspen here to hit the back line. That should be fine. Right. This should be very quick. Oh, Aspen died already? That's not good. Although we did do decent chunk of damage to the Betty, so that might just help anyway. But a lot of that probably was due to Natalie. Active skill from Patricia might get a kill. Yep, it does. And we get another active through here, and we should win. Come on. Come on. Send it. Oh, no, it's CC'd. Break free. There we go. Go. Oh, man, we got trolled by that Betty. Let's try again. We might have Balance Strike on Aspen. I might need to remove that. Go from Bending Will. So let's just double check here. So our Betty does get CC off still, at least. The enemy Betty we can't crowd control, which is really unfortunate. Ah, it's Gaggy's swipes that are killing us. Good hit there from our Patricia, lowering the Betty quite significantly. I don't think this one's going to be a win. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put either Unbending Will on Aspen if he doesn't have it, and if he does, I'm going to take his speed up so he's one of the first to go, just so he puts a massive chunk into the enemy Betty. That Vulcan killing us. Let's go check how Aspen's built. So, oh, he is Balance Strike. Alright, Unbending Will's more than enough then. And if that doesn't work, we can always take his speed higher. Right, let's try again. Okay, good crowd control immediately there, locking down the problem heroes. That means Aspen is definitely going to live. So even with the Gaggy swipes, he should be fine. As long as he comes through. There we go. Killing the Betty, instantly making our life a heck of a lot easier. Which should give Patricia a clean slate now. Just to go ahead and wipe these guys through. With enough hits and damage, we should be fine. Also, Melissa dying heals us, I believe. So that's good. Or buffs us in some way. Active should win this. Bang. Yep. Fabulous. Look at that. Patricia carrying us through again. And here we go. What is probably going to be the most disgusting fight of the day. I think this is going to be multiple attempts. Maybe Balance Strike is too greedy on Patricia. Unless none of the Gustins target her, in which case it's great. I think we go for that. I think we just hope that none of the Gustins target Patricia, and that should be fine. And isn't PDE's core OP versus it? We could definitely try PDE's core. That could help. Because we will hopefully punish them with that. Patricia actually... Oh, nearly living and then dying. Yikes. I think we need to be running Aspen with Melody. I might even put Aspen with the Star Soul just to make him absolutely huge. So give me a second just to switch that in. Oh, is this time for double Lingering Melody? I think that would be a lot of fun. We have 3 of them. I am 1 Deific short. We can make a Radiant, so that should be fine. Let's go find our melodic strings. Do we have, like, 1 equipped to a hero? We definitely have a second. I just need to find where on earth it is. So... Or maybe I don't have a second. Did I never build a second melodic strings on this account? I don't think I did. In that case, then, we're going to need to pull a bunch of melodic stringses. That's fine. So we'll get ourselves 2 from here, and then we'll get 1 more, because we only need 3 right now. So we'll get another from this. And then we'll upgrade that to Radiant. But first things first, we need to make it. So we'll put this in here, deify that, and then we'll do it again. Deify again, and then we'll make ourselves a 3rd one, and that is going to be 3 Melody of the Universes. So then if we go to Artifact Forge, we should be able to make this, put our 6-star and our single. That's going to be 1 made there, and if we go to Radiant, we should have the final 10,000 we need, and that's perfect. Awesome. Let's go take all that stuff then and fight with this team. So Natalie's going to take the Radiant one, and we'll give the Splendid one to Aspen. So Halora, Melissa, Alakita, Betty, and then Aspen, Natalie. Let's try this one. So we remove Patricia. We're going to remove Elena, I think. We're going to run Halora and Aspen, and we need to make sure that Halora goes before Alakita. That speed order is fine. Let's battle. See how we do against these Gustins. If we get a trigger on Betty, that's already a great start. Even just from 2 hits from the Gustins, that's fine. And then, not getting great CC off, to be honest. Probably want to go back to Betty's core. Aspen should do an active hit. There we go. Not quite killing. Let's get him on the front line so he's going for the same target that Natalie is. And maybe Balance Strike. That's okay. Unless we get Gustin pinged. It's a risky business, but we can try it. Let's try Balance Strike. And I didn't realize how fast he was, so we are going to take his shoes just down to this level. That's still even too quick. Wow. Okay. We'll just give him these ones then. Unless it's Patricia wearing some 6-star shoes, that might be... I know it's really min-maxy, but... Yeah, she is. So let's give those. It's a tiny bit of extra HP and block. You never know. It might matter. Okay, so if Betty can trigger and Aspen doesn't get pinged, we should be okay. Ooh, Aspen's being pinged by 1 of them. That's manageable, I suppose. It's not the frontline one, at least, so that's fine. Oh, wait, never mind. Aspen did die. Ugh. Hey, at least Natalie got a kill, though. That's cute. I don't think it's going to help too much. Okay, we fixed our speed order. This should have Alakita, then Melissa, after Betty. So getting Alakita without the Melissa buff means we don't take as much damage from Gustin pings, which is good. Lots of pings onto Alakita here is nice. Melissa getting energy stolen sucks. So that was very unlucky. Patricia's getting a lot of heat here, which I'm not a big fan of. But this is a really, really tricky wave. I mean, we could even try like a full energy feed team with Aspen just to focus single targets and see if we can get some overspill damage doing that. That could be quite helpful. Unless we put Balance Strike on the Alakita so that she dies straight away. I like that plan. Let's try that. Maybe that's the solution. So there's Betty's trigger. Pings onto Alakita exist. So she doesn't active. She will die instantly to that active. Okay. Which does put a lot of buffs onto the team. We've lost Betty, which isn't pretty. Natalie does way more now that Alakita dies. Hello, damage. Nice. That felt good. So we need Alakita to get hit. Okay, there we go. Alakita should get pinged here. There we go, she's dead. Aspen getting pinged a little too much for my liking here. Not dead yet himself, though. Oh, and then we die to the Gustin in slot 1. Unlucky. Right, so the idea we're going to try now is putting Patricia in slot 1 so that she gets hit by all the Gustins. And to make sure that happens, we remove Betty. And we put in Alamax so that we get a bunch of shields. That should give us a decent degree of tankiness for the team. Let's see how this works. And yeah, we could actually put in Aspen's core to give more defense to the Patricia. That could work quite nicely. She's getting hit really hard, actually. It's got straight to Unbending Will. Maybe it's just because we didn't block a lot. I could even run Alamax core to reduce precision. That could work quite nicely. Oh, Patricia! Oh, okay. That was all sorts of weird. The core we'll go for then, to start with. Aspen's core, if we get fears off, could be good. Yeah, let's see if we can get some kills and trigger some fears and get some buffs. Actually, one issue here with Patricia slot 1 is every time she gets hit, she does counter damage, which then just means we get pinged too much. Yeah, I don't like Patricia slot 1. This just feels like it's bad. In theory, I can understand, but it feels bad. Because it's just melting into Patricia too much. It feels like this is just worse without Betty. It feels like this suggestion is just crap. Let's try LFA slot 1, and if Natalie doesn't kill, then he'll get overspill. Let's see how that plays out. That might actually be really good, because that will hopefully set up nicely for Patricia. Right, I'm probably going to do this as our last try. We'll try and get a good wave where we get a Betty trigger. But I am really, really stumped by this wave. 6 Gustins is horrible, because every single one of them pings you, which is absolutely horrendous. Do not be surprised to get stuck by this wave. This is one of the most obnoxious heroes that probably graced Idle Heroes. The reason Gustin's so bad is every time you damage him, he deals measurable damage back to you. And that's annoying. So what you have to consider is the fact these guys get their HP stats so heavily inflated means that you can deal loads of damage to them and not kill them, which means they then cause this ping. It used to be that the best way to build a Gustin was just to have him with as much HP as possible and just punish opponents. Very, very disgusting strategy. And it used to be, for a very small period, actually a viable strat. So we're just going to go until we get a decent Betty trigger here, hopefully see if we can get some overspill damage from Lord of Fear Aspen or something to come through, and just to get ourselves a measure of what this is capable of. If not, we'll probably call it a night, and I'll try and sleep on this and see if we can come up with something better. There we go! Finally getting a trigger here from Betty, which is nice. Alakita not getting pinged, though, means she doesn't die. So Natalie isn't actually going to do that much damage at all. So this ended up being a dead run. Theoretically, Betty doing an active and Alakita getting pinged should not be a statistical anomaly. Yes, it's less than 50% of fights, but it shouldn't be that rare. So here we go. Betty gets to trigger. Is Alakita going to get pinged? Oh, she is. That's good. She will die to this then. There we go. Which means Natalie should do a good active. It's a shame Patricia's gone through her Unbending Will, though. It's really unfortunate. That does kill the Gustin there, and then kills Aspen as a result. Yikes. Yeah, a lot of this is going to come down to where the Gustin pings actually end up, and this is just too random for me to, with sound sanity, keep trying against at the moment. So it ended up being 6 Gustins that got the better of me, but after I took a little break away from this campaign wave, DH Games released an update that actually made Void Campaign Chapter 7 easier. So if you want to see how that went now that they made it easier and how much more progress we made, hit that subscribe button, as next episode here on the Turbo series will be us fighting more Void Campaign. And in the episode after that, we'll be showing you how the Christmas event went. So subscribe for all of that stuff and more Idle Heroes content to come. And if you're curious how my other accounts are going, or you want some guides and tips for Idle Heroes, also join us for more stuff here on YouTube. I'll catch you next time, guys. Have an amazing week, and as always, happy idling.